You know security is hard, so let's assume we're probably gonna get pwned by noon. But if we all start to get the basics right, we might not fully get pwned until tonight. Oh my gosh. Hello, Joe Skeen.
Well, hello there. I'm just cleaning my glasses, and here we go. I can see the world again. Hello, world.
Oh, hello, world.
Do you always sing along, Brian, when you roll the intro clip? I do.
I never do, and I think I've maybe talked about it on the podcast before, but one of the most surreal moments I had was actually with you at some sort of technical get together, when
Oh, we all sang it to
I
you, didn't
think
we?
you brought up the song, and some people knew it and some people didn't, and then you're just like, oh well, let's just, and you pulled up a podcast episode and about,
Yeah.
I think like some of the people knew it, other people's looked around confused,
Like,
and
what's new?
I felt like when people are singing happy birthday to you at Applebee's and you're like, I'm appreciating this, but I'm also turning red because
Right,
I'm
right.
embarrassed. So no, I don't, but maybe I should. And oh, and then we got some friends on that say the sound sounds good. Okay, I'm gonna say sounds good. That the sound sounds good. How's that? Right? Being a good chat host here. Well, Joe, thank you for joining me.
Yeah,
I know at least my wife tuned in last night as
the
last
last
week as
time.
we saw, and she said, "You know what, guys? I didn't know anything of the subject matter you were talking about, but I really enjoyed the banter, and so I figure, you come for the security, you tolerate the banter, or vice versa, right?"
Right, right. Yep.
And so what we're gonna do today, we're gonna put continue to put both of ourselves on the spot and do some live hacking, because as much of a hackery podcast as we have and talk about this stuff like every week, I really don't think we've done that, and it's such a
Yeah.
popular thing to do, especially bug bounty folks. I see people that are like, they're up at 4 a.m. and they got the bags under their eyes like this deep, and they're just
Yeah.
like, I'm just about to fuzz the parameter for the SQL injection. I don't know that we need to take it that far, but
Right.
to bring folks up to speed, this week, Joe and I are continuing a journey we started last week by hacking a vulnerable VM called Tommy Boy, which you can download from vulnhub.com, which Joe and I talked about. It does still seem to get, well, I guess maybe people aren't putting VMs here as much. I think Hack the Box and some of these other cloud
Yeah.
ones are probably the new coolness. Yeah.
Seems like, yeah, not as many here, but still, I think we talked about this last time when we were doing this. It was nice from an OSCP perspective to have a bunch of these vulnerable machines. And I think in that time frame, 2016, 17, 18 was kind of the heyday for VulnHub. And then I think that's about the time when I started discovering Hack the Box as well. One of the things that I liked VulnHub for is that you could take it on the go. So
Yeah.
you didn't need your VPN connection and all of that stuff. And so I would take VM machines and, try and get outside or something and just not be stuck behind a desk. And so it's nice from that perspective to have some downloadable machines that you can practice on, especially um, the enumeration pieces, the enumeration scripts, some of that stuff that it's time consuming, and again, sitting behind a desk for hours and hours and hours gets old. So,
Yeah, I find it to be a nice, especially like I think you and I probably had our periods like studying for the OSCP where we just just download all these, right, and you're just brute nmap, and fuzzing everything, and then you get kind of back into corporate life, right? And even though we do a bunch of pen testing by day, still our day is a lot of like writing contracts and paperwork and
right,
Excel
right.
sheets and maintaining SharePoint and OneDrive. And so I just thought it was fun last week that we so we downloaded this virtual machine, and just to give folks a super, I'll just give like a short version for my own benefit too, of what we found when we downloaded and it lit this machine up on our test network here. We were able to find its IP, and then start enumerating it with like an nmap scan. And I think the pieces we've put together, just to revisit these real quick, is that we've we've obviously got this Tommy Boy themed VM, which I made, but I told you, Joe, I'm I'm not young anymore, and this when we played with it last week, it felt pretty new to me, but, like, I have
Yeah,
a little bit of deja vu, like,
yeah.
"Ooh, I kinda remember what was
Kind of
going on here."
remember, yeah.
So really, neither of us are prepared, for today or for last week. Um, but what we what we're able to put together is that there's been a big problem here with our friends at Callahan Auto because their ordering system is down. So I'll kind of speed through it, but you and I found some tidbits of information in the source of there were some comments here in the source of the web page that brought us. I think that hinted at a hidden folder that was a movie reference to prehistoric forest.
Right, right, yep,
That's where Tommy hit Richard with the big, 2x4 across the face. So we ended up at prehistoric forest, and we read through the Callahan Company blog. Within the blog and the comments were some flags. We found out we have to capture one of 5 flags, and that's going to, I guess, at the end. Um, all those flags need to come together for maybe a password or a hash or
yeah,
something along those lines.
and just to recap, this is a lot of the stuff for, CTFs and those competitions and preparation for OSCP. That was the original intent of this, was like, Brian really going back and saying, okay, I've solved a bunch of these machines. I wonder how hard it is to make one. And I think you found out it was much harder than you originally anticipated. Like, this is tough to make something intentionally vulnerable, although, it happens all the time. When you sit down and try and say, how do I configure this to be vulnerable? It turns out it's a lot more work than you thought.
Yeah, absolutely, and I can tell, being this. So I have this one. I have another one that's Billy Madison themed, and this one I really had some fun with, like just I guess more obscurity security stuff. So
Yeah,
looking at the source code, like we just looked at. Oh, and then the other thing where we found some wins, and this is common for a lot of the Vuln VMs and OSCP at the time, maybe
right.
not so much
Yeah.
now anyway, but the robots.txt would sometimes have some goodies for you because it would tell you, for example, some specific places the crawlers are not supposed to go, and then if you did go to those places, you'd find some gems. So that's where we found our first flag.
Yep.
And then like I said, reading through the blog and downloading some images, I think we found maybe 2 flags so far. But we had kind of explored the WordPress as far as we could go, and then
Right.
also found through the Nmap scan that we had port 8008 open, and that we learned is um, for Nick, the IT guy who just got fired or just I don't know, let go, went to another company. He's got some sort of uh, website here that says,
Okay.
if you're here, you're not super lead enough, and get out of here. Um, but the actual jump off point from last week, if I remember it, I can't remember exactly. Oh, here. Oh, yeah, yeah. It was in this password protected post. I think we found a note from Nick, the IT guy, and he said, "Yeah, here we go." So he tells us that he left behind some information in his FTP home folder,
Right.
but that the FTP server is flaky, and basically it sounds like if you go to scan it, it'll be available at the top of the hour for 15 minutes,
Yeah.
and then down for 15, and then up and then down. So that, as I shared with you, that scared me last week because as far as doing this live, I didn't want to get on today and be like trying to find something in 15 minutes and then have 15 minutes of like,
Yeah.
well, Joe, how was your 4th of July? Did you blow your hand off
Right.
with a black cat? So I'm sorry that I went against my promise to you last week. I did cheat a little bit in that this morning at the let's see, at 8:30. So the FTP server would have been off, then on, right?
Right.
From 8:30 to 8:45.
Yeah.
I did a full Nmap TAC PTAC, so scan
All
all the
ports.
65,000 and change, yeah. And this time, what popped up was port 65534 was open. So what I did with that guy, let's see, did I scroll to the top? Because Nick had said it was an FTP service, I tried to connect to it here, and let's see, is readability okay on this guy? Otherwise, I can It seems like it is. I'm looking at our
It's
preview.
okay. Yeah.
Hopefully it's okay. Otherwise, if I was good with Cali, I'd probably know how to like go ahead and. Oh, wait a minute! There it was, right there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's
Um,
the like yeah,
maybe we could. Whoops! Oh, jeepers!
it is baller.
That. Oh, okay. Oh, that just stretched out the window, didn't it? Okay. Um, well, let me just see if it's easy to find here. I don't. Okay. I think it's maybe okay. I'll have
I can
some.
see it okay. So
You
yeah.
can see it. All right. Um, Oh, whoops. Okay. So yeah, FTP'd in. Okay. Figured out. Oh, and in the hint, it does say, um, okay, I reset my account to Nick Burns, in
Right.
case you're dumb and can't remember, to a very, very easy to guess password. So what I did in this window here, I tried to log in as Nick Burns, and then um, I think I just tried password of Nick Burns, and that worked.
Okay.
Okay. So I got into it. I did an LS to get a listing of what was on the FTP service. And there's just one file here called README. So I did a get README. And then let's see, I think on this third window, then I just left it open to cat it out. And it's a note from our buddy Nick. So this is all new now. So he says, if you're reading this, you have the unfortunate job of taking over IT responsibilities here at Callahan Auto. Ha ha ha, sucker. This is the worst job ever.
That's a
So
Brian
I'm
term.
sure I'm sure some of us have been tempted to leave a job in flames with a note like that, right? Maybe this was some of my passive aggressiveness coming through. You'll be surrounded by stupid monkeys all day who can barely hit Control P and wouldn't know a fax machine from a flamethrower. Okay, I know people like that.
Oh,
Anyway, I'm not completely without mercy. There's a subfolder called Nick is Leet. Okay, Nick is Leet. So on
tour
this,
notepad.
yeah, on this server somewhere. I used it as my personal Dropbox on the company's dime for years. Heh, LOL. I clean it out. No naughty pics for you. But if you need a place to dump stuff that you want to look at on your phone, uh, you need to look at on your phone later, consider that my gift to you. By the way, Big Tom's a moron and always forgets his passwords. So I made an encrypted zip of his passwords and put them in the Nick is Leet folder. But guess what? He always forgets that password as well. Luckily, I'm a nice guy and left him a hint sheet. Good luck, schmuck. LOL, Nick. Okay.
Mm,
Okay. So I'm going to copy that. Tell me what you think, Joe. But that tells me over here on, this, the port 808, 8008 looks to be Nick's stash of fun.
yeah,
Yeah. And maybe we did this last time,
I
but
think we did. Yeah, there
we
was
looked at
nothing
comments.
there
Okay.
to
All right.
jump
No
out.
comments. Okay. However, it sounds like if I do Nick is leet. Yeah. Oh, there we go. This is Nick's super secret Dropbox. Only me and Steve Jobs can see this content. LOL. Okay. Take a look at that source, and there's nothing. Only me and Steve Jobs can see this content. Okay, so in the in the note, um, something is sounding familiar to me where it says if you need a place to dump stuff that you want to look at on your phone later,
Yeah,
and then we've got this thing. Only me and Steve Jobs can see this content. This is ringing very familiar because in a lot of the other Vuln hubs, I think this was taken right off of some of these other Vuln hubs,
yeah,
they would have some, puzzles for you to unpack where content was not available with like the default um, Firefox or Chrome user
yeah,
agent, but if you tinkered with it
yep.
and then refreshed it, you could see more stuff. So, um,
I remember
I
having those silly browser plugins that you could switch the
oh yeah,
user agent.
yes, so maybe I will grab one of those, but also, is there a way, let me just furiously Google in another window. Is there a way just like in Chrome, like dev tools, change
Oh,
user agent?
maybe?
Oh, possibly. Okay, let me try this. Oh, of course I'm in, well, is the dev tools mostly the same place? Let me see here. Web developer tools. Here's a user agent. I guess I should say Firefox. Otherwise, I won't waste too much time on it, but
Right.
Um, okay, this thing says go to the three dots. and do settings. But we're already kind
Oh,
of
yeah,
there.
sure, Firefox.
Let me try in Firefox. See, this is great. This is captivating. This is just like any time on my week is a lot of staring at. Okay, they sort of do it in curl. That's fine. Otherwise it looks like you can do. Let me try this. You can do about
About config, yeah.
config. Oh, good call.
Dismiss.
Okay, I accept the risk, and it says search for user agent and okay, and create a new string titled general user agent override. User agent. Oh, whoops. User agent true. Oh,
Oh,
false.
that's
True.
just switched it.
Well, let me just see. Do I?
Blind
I
leading
think.
the blind.
Oh, totally.
This must be. Yeah, this
Interesting.
is probably why we always got that. Come on.
Oh, I do have Chrome. Let me just see. It might be easier in Chrome because I think I've done it there before. Let me do a quick settings and a quick. Actually, I want. Um, what do I want? Developer tools. Is that a more tools? More tools. Developer tools.
Yeah.
Okay. Then this article said do the 3 clicky clicks. Do more tools. Network conditions.
Yep.
Networking. Oh, yeah. Okay, whoops. Let me see. Is that maybe cut off in my window here? No, it's fine. User agent, use browser default. Let's see. Oops, can I scroll down? Do I get a choice? Oh, I can untick it, and then does it give me some? It does. So Steve Jobs, I'm thinking
Has to be iPhone. Oh, there's
iPhone. Oh, and that's it. It's set. I think it must be set because I don't have to hit save or anything, right? Okay, hold on. Hold on, stand by. Let's go back really quick to where were we? I'll bring this up on. Oh,
nice.
yes!
That's the dummy test.
It's a dummy test. But Nick's secret door isn't that easy to open. You got to know the exact name of the HTML, of the .html to break into this fortress. Good
Exactly.
luck, Brainiac. LOL, Nick. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Just just keep checking source just to make sure. Um, okay. Okay, so like they mean something.html, right? So okay, so that wasn't found, but that's where I think yes, that's where I think we've got to go next. So this would mean I think fuzzing like a what was the one that I used to use on all these? Oh, Derb or Derbuster,
Yeah,
or
Dropbox or something like
there's
that.
what Go Buster and
Yeah.
um, I see these in other web pen test reports all the time. F Fuzz or something like that.
Yeah.
Um,
Fuffle 2 or something like that. Or
which one?
it's like FFUL or something weird.
And so it needs to be able to be something that can brute force like fuzz, but also we need to pass user agent string, right? Um, I don't know if it's still. Let me just see. I don't know if it comes with Kali or if you have to install it separately. But and maybe it's like one of those things where it's like, hey, nobody uses this anymore. But let's see. So Derb, I think, was the. Oh, it auto completes. Yeah,
Yeah.
Derb Buster. That's that.
That was the
That's
GUI one. Yeah.
Is that the GUI one? That's probably for the sake of time what I'll use because I think like Derb is just the command line one, right?
Right.
But whoops. And then if you look, okay, and then there's like 1,000 options that you can play with here to
Right.
do a command line style. But uh, I'm a simple-minded person, and so for the best chance of success, let's pop this guy open and maybe see if we can't get this guy queued up. Okay. Dir to start with Nick is lead. Yeah. All right. So number of threads. Well, yeah. Let's go faster. I mean, we're on the same network. I got 8 gigs of RAM. Joe. 8 gigs
So much room to play with. Then I think on
allocated.
the file extension, and change it
Oh,
to
good call.
HTML.
Good call. Yes.
And then I recall, not from this one specifically, but um, there was a lot of times you would scrape the website for all the keywords. I can't remember. Was it starts with a
Oh,
C?
yeah.
What's it? Oh, it's not coming to me. You
I
know what I'm
um
talking about? Cut or
I do. I've used Qul or CEWL.
yes,
Is it that one?
yes, yes.
Yeah.
To
Uh,
dump the words.
yep. Um, Let me see.
Because I think you have to pick normally like the word list to use,
Oh, right.
because the hint on there was got to know the exact, which kind of tells me that it's probably to break into this fortress.
Oh, like it could literally be. Oh, does that setting of mine on DevTools, does that only apply to um
The current
oh
tab.
no. Okay. Okay. Is that
Oh, it's tab specific. Interesting.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. I just thought just in case it's something like that. All right. Um okay. Well, let's see about maybe what I could get going is just like one of the class, just rock you or something like that, just get it going, because we do have actually this might work out perfect because we're about 20 so minutes in. We do have a sponsor for today's episode, so why don't we see if we can get a job just running,
Okay,
and even if it's going to take a bunch of minutes, then we can buy ourselves some time and let brute force run, because that might be a while.
cool. Yeah.
On that note, I think I have used this for other tests. So I want to say, yeah, there we go. User share word lists. I've got RockU decompressed. So let's see. I said go faster. You said change to HTML. I did that. Oh, I probably am not, for the sake of time, I'm not going to brute force directories just because
Right.
this seems to point to a file. So we'll leave that.
Then you can browse. Yeah, for the
Browse. Yep.
word
Let's get
list.
that going here. Okay. So we've got. Actually, I can just type that in. Can't user share word list. Okay, we will rock you. All right, and then now what I don't see, I don't see a place to put in the agents. Yeah, well
User
maybe
agents. Yeah, maybe
maybe in here.
under
Oh
advanced.
yes. Okay, wait. Those are file extensions. Okay, authentication. Ah, there we go. Okay, so
There it is. Yeah.
we did. Let's see what was working for us. This. CPU. Yeah, iPhone. Okay, so I think I'll just steal it directly. User agent string will now be that. Okay, we don't need to run through a proxy. Okay, connection timeout. Okay, fine. Fine. Check for updates. Fine. So we're good there. Okay. Um, okay. I guess let it rip, and then we'll take a
Yeah.
quick break and see if we have any uh progress. Okay, first let me start it and make sure, like, having flashbacks to, I think when doing this with derb, the command line one, maybe it was something like if you didn't have at least 8 gigs of RAM allocated. Oh, we're getting errors. It would just well, maybe it's from some of these funky symbols. Yeah, if you
Yeah.
didn't have at least 8 gigs of RAM, and then you tried to just command line and derb some big job with a massive list like RockU, your machine would just completely take a dump. And I remember my VM would just sometimes it would lock up the whole machine. Oh, hold on a second here.
Yeah.
Oh, uh, //HT. Oh, 403s. Okay. Oh, okay.
4-3,
All right. Well,
yes.
let's see. This has got okay. So this has got a couple of minutes to go. So why don't we just we'll just hang in there a second. I'll roll today's word from our sponsor. Hopefully, when we get back, Joe and I will have a breadcrumb. Oh, paused itself as 20 consecutive errors have happened. Oh, okay. Could you go ahead and resume yourself then? Oh,
Unpause.
time to finish one day. Oh, I guess I have to. Oh, program pause. I have to unpause, and then you'll just go. Okay. So yeah, hold on a minute, Joe. Hold on, everybody. Check out today's.
Oh,
Ooh,
it got a
okay, we
hit
do have a
though,
hit.
but
Okay,
yeah.
all right. We'll build suspense. Hold on, if I can find the button that starts the. If I could find the commercial button.
Where's
Okay,
the
here's the
commercial
commercial
button?
button, and we'll be right back.
Roll sponsor.
Today's episode of the 7-Minute Security Podcast is brought to us by SafePass.me. SafePass.me is the most efficient and cost-effective solution to prevent Active Directory users from setting a weak or compromised password. It's in compliance with the latest NIST password guidelines, and it's the only enterprise solution to protect organizations against credential stuffing and password spraying attacks. And boy, do we love SafePass.me. It's super easy to use. You just download this MSI file to your domain controllers, you run it, you reboot the domain controllers, and boom, just like that, you will be actively preventing your users from picking millions and millions of known weak, leaked, breached passwords. It really is that easy. And I think one of my favorite parts is that SafePass.me includes a custom word list that you can use as well. So if you don't want people to be able to pick company name 2022, company name 2023, you can do that with the built-in SafePass.me word list. But beyond that, that's about how quick you can get it up and running. So next time Active Directory users get prompted to change a password, they type in the new password they want to use, and if it's on the block list, boom, they'll be told they have to pick something else. It's really awesome. We invite you to check out more at safepass.me, and don't forget to tell them that 7-Minute Security sent you, and you'll get a 10% discount. Again, that is safepass.me.
I'm just doing this. Looky here, my friend Joe. Uh, I'm not sure these hits. I didn't try these, but one that definitely looked like legit with the response 200 was Fallon one. I'm really trying to rack my brain of what that was from. I don't think that was from anything we read. Um, like Jimmy Fallon isn't in Tommy Boy. Is he? I try not to make any
No.
references that would like make you have to know that. But anyway, ha, doesn't matter because check this out. Look at this.
Yeah, now I'm scratching my head like Fallon, Fallon. That's why I want to run cool,
It's so
cool.
cute.
It's so cool. And maybe we'll
Okay.
get a hit
Yeah.
on that. Except, yeah, but we'd want to do it on the regular site because we wouldn't know this. I don't know if we'd need the agent string or not, but yeah, now we have to figure out where the Fallon came from.
Yeah, and as the again, as a person who authored this, I should have some idea, but I feel like it's somebody else's creation at this point. So, but we got
Right.
into that makes sense now. The hint about viewing it with your phone, we're basically passing the iPhone agent string, so we're able to see all this content. So we've got a couple of goodies here. Let's see. We've got a hint. Oh shoot, yeah. That's a tab specific thing. That's really dumb. Well, I'll just So if I do it here, I'll see it. Well,
Back
that's
and forth,
weird.
yeah.
Is it like maybe there's a way to globally set it? Is it like whoops. Is it like page specific? Okay, developer tools, right? Bring those up. 3 dots, more tools, network conditions. Weird. It's like, yeah, it doesn't
Doesn't
stay. Okay, so now if I do a hint. Oh, all right. Okay. Um and let me get up because I know I'm going to need it. I started back in the desktop no T no T-boy folder. Uh, notes txt. Okay. All right. Just want to be ready to take down some hints. Okay, Big Tom, your password vault is protected with, yep, you guessed it, a password. And because you were choosing stupid, ridiculous passwords like password123 and breakpad, I enforced new password requirements on you. 13 characters. Okay, so right above here, I'm going to say, what are we calling this? Whoops. Just going to write Big Tom's password vault. 13 characters. Total side note, as it relates to notes, and I'm just writing this because I want to. I think we talked about last week that while pen testing, everybody kind of does it differently, right? Sometimes it's test, 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 test 98% of the time, and then for that 2% at the end of the engagement, you try to just freaking brain dump everything into some semblance of sanity. I
Yeah.
used to be that way. Now I'm take notes as I go guy, and I really like Obsidian for that, which just lets me
Mm,
write in pure Markdown, and for me, I find that's the fastest, cleanest way for
mm,
me to write and like make little blobs of code and that kind of stuff. But
yeah.
anyway, okay, 13 characters. Okay, your password is your wife's nickname, Bev, all lowercase, plus the following. So it's going to be Bev plus one uppercase plus two numbers plus two lowercase plus one symbol plus the year Tommy Boy came out in theaters.
Cool.
I think Siri can Tommy Boy release year. Looks like that would go ahead and be 1995. 1995.
95. Yep.
Okay. All right. Yeah, fat man, that's a lot of keys to push, but make sure you type them all together in one big chunk. Okay. Heh, big chunk. A big chunk typing big chunks. That's funny. LOL, Nick.
Oh, just back in your
Yep,
head in
yep.
2016,
I
Brian.
feel like I was working out maybe some, I don't know, workplace dissatisfaction or something like that. I'm not sure. Don't look at my LinkedIn. I don't know where I was at the time. Okay, but I think I was frustrated about something. Okay, so that's that. I think we've got what we need off of there. Let me go back. Oh, goody. We got another flag. Three.
Everyone's just a special treat for me.
Okay, so let's go over to the old notes thing here and bring this up. Okay, so 3 is tiny head. Okay, sweet. 3 out of five flags. That's not bad. Okay, now Big Tom's encrypted password backups because that big tub of dumb can never remember them. Oh, all right. It goes to a zip file. All right. Okie doke. And where does that end up? That ends up wherever it wants to end up. Okay, I'm gonna just move this to where we're working, which is let's just move to where am I? I'm on home. I'm on desktop. Let's just put that in T boy. Okay, so it sounds like then we get to do a little bit of well, probably zip brute forcing. Yeah. Okay. Let me close this. Let me. Whoops. Come on, alt tab. Be my friend. There you go. How about let's go to what places? Yeah, let's go home. Oh, okay, home, desktop, T boy, and if we go to Tom's passwords and say open, passwords.txt. Extract to there. Okay, we need a password. All right, so we know the makeup of the password.
Wait, do that again.
This one, extract
Yeah.
there.
Yep. And just say extract there. Password required for Tom. Oh, okay.
You think there's a
I thought maybe I'm just looking at the actual name of it.
one,
Tom's
two, three, four,
password.
five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. Oh, oh,
But
yeah,
it said Bev though.
it
Didn't it
did,
say
but
something Bev? So
that's a good
just like Did you put the password
That's
right
on some of those
there?
Volnhub things as well, right? Where you take a hint and you
Yeah.
go, I go to the 12th degree about like, well, maybe subtly they mean, and then it would be something like that, where like the password is
Yeah.
password or it's right there in the name.
Or you forget to do
Oh,
admin. You're like, oh, come
give
on.
me
I
a
just spent
break.
3 hours on this.
All right. So, so then I think we're in the mood for a little creation of a custom 13 characters. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right. So if we can make this something that satisfies these requirements, we'll be good to go. Now, from past Vulnhubs, I am going to look at the crunch page, but do you know of a different tool or a different way to generate a list that makes a, um, you know,
No, I think Crunch was the
okay.
one I
So
always
let's
used
take
on
a look
there.
at.
And I
Oh,
always had a heck of a time with it too.
I don't even know how many times I would come to the man page, and I know like, so for folks, who see this now or later, this is a great way to generate, word lists. So I'll use this sometimes for if I maybe on a pen test and I've cracked a few passwords and I see some patterns where like, yeah, they have a
Oh, okay.
maybe they have a flagship product and it's, whatever called Zippy Widget, I'll see like, yeah,
Just to
yeah, I'll
add to
add that
your
to my
word
word list,
list.
or I'll see some people do
Nice.
Zippy plus a number. So I might use Crunch to
Yeah.
to create me a word list that's Zippy 1 through 1000 and then try to crack a hash against
Yeah.
that. But I know
Okay.
if we
Nice.
come down here, Crunch has got all sorts of different flags you can throw. Oh, here we go. Okay, so the specific pattern. Now there's something, well, I guess we'll see the examples. So this specifies the pattern. So let me see, can I bring this up side by side? Let's see here. Where did I put my, where did I have notes open? Is that here? Is that here? Is that here? It doesn't really matter, I guess. Um,
Wait, you were using the other notes, weren't you?
yeah. I just wanted to put this into, um,
Okay.
I don't even, what does Kelly have for notes? Just Notepad? Oh, text editor? That sounds good. Try to get that there at the same time that we're looking at a little crunch action. Whoops. Okay. All right. Too many things open. Starting to freak out. It's okay though. You told me to remain calm when things like this happen. So yeah, just easy
Calm.
does it.
Just stay
Okay.
calm.
So so we're gonna need Bev, and then we're gonna need. Let's see. Is this readable? This might be kind of tiny, but I don't know how to. Let's see. Okay, maybe I can do it that way, just to make it a little. Okay, so we're gonna need Bev followed by an uppercase number. So that tells me comma, right? Plus 2 numbers. So percent
Numbers.
plus
Percent.
2 lowercase. So at plus a
Yep.
symbol. Okay. Happy carrot guy plus 1995. But where do I
Tell it
yeah.
13.
Let's see. Keep going here. Oh, here's an example. Crunch 1 8. This will display word list that starts at A and ends at Z. Oh, is that 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So maybe minimum maximum. Is that what that is? Probably 13.
So you would just do
Yeah,
13,
just like
right?
13, 13. So minimum and a maximum of that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's try
We'll
it.
see if that's even a
So we're
thing.
thinking crunch 13. Oh, that's in the. Oh,
Man, I have not used Crunch.
that got saved from when?
What?
Is that when I let? Well, that is it.
Yeah.
Why would it be cached on here? Because this is only. Oh, this is an old. Ooh, let me think. Well, it doesn't matter. But that is what I was looking for. Was 1313. Wait, is the T? Hold on a second. Tac T, the T is the what you want to. T is the what you want to do with it.
Yeah, I must have scrolled by.
Okay.
Yeah.
Crunch 1313. Bev. Okay, well, let me see if this. Whoa, whoa, okay. That is what we want.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. So if I went like, crunch, that'll pipe it out to a big old.
You're in the crunch directory when you go to look for it again, too. I thought.
Okay.
Oh, no, you're in desktop on your device. Sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's going to generate a lot of quite a few.
Yeah.
Let's see. And then if I do, one WC. So why? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 58 mil. All right. I don't know, like process wise, if that's going to be an absolute nightmare, but it seems like it
Seems
would.
like it would.
Now, if I had a hash, I would know what to do with this with like John or Hashcat. But do I have internet access on this one? How do you brute force?
We're gonna run out of time
Maybe,
again, Brian.
and maybe this would be a long
Dang it.
operation anyway. But maybe we could at least if it was going. Fcrack zip. Ooh, that's coming up all over the place. Fcrack zip is a fast password cracker partly written in assembler. It's able to crack password protected zip files. Okay, so you're saying maybe I could just do myself a little fcrack zip. Oh,
Yep.
not installed.
Wait, not found.
Yes, I
No,
would like to
not
install
installed.
it. Oh, heavens. Oops. Hold on a second.
Comment maybe by next week.
Well, folks, that's all the time we have for today.
No.
Let's see here.
This is why those live streams go on for 5 hours, Brian. We're just gonna
I
have to
know.
switch
I
over
feel
to Twitch.
Mm.
Hang with us, folks. We're going all night long.
grab a caffeine and some.
We're not gonna sleep until
Look up
we
this
get
password really
correct.
quick. Okay, not that. Hold on. Or we just wrap up. Okay, there we go. Fcrack zip. I'm hoping. Well, let me just take a look here. Okay, dependencies. Oh, it looks like this might be fairly straightforward. Crack zip. You have to specify a zip file, and that's fine. We will. Okay, so we have our crunch. Fcrack zip for. Where's it? Tom's passwords zip. And let me just see. Oh, okay. So
minus D is the dictionary.
capital D,
capital D,
and
and then the path for the
crunch these,
dictionary.
okay. Not a zip file. Okay. Just give me regular fcrack zip. Oh, okay. So if I specify the zip file, fcrack zip. Let me just take a look. What did I miss? Did I
Do you have to do it before the file name then?
Oh, maybe. Whoops. Crack zip. B crunch. And then Tommy? Like that?
That is my guess, but it's barely a guess. No.
Okay. All right. Okay, so we can do a dictionary tag. We can do a validate. We can do a verbose. We can do unzip. Okay. Oh, let me check the chat too, because maybe somebody's like, "Hey guys, yeah,
do you even know how to Google?
Have you ever even Googled before?" Okay, let me just see one. Let's see just one time real quick if Geeks for Geeks has like a good example to follow. Wait. Oh, shoot. Loaded some images and then
Very good.
B to brute force, C to describe the carousel.
That's B is brute force.
Oh, that's for brute forcing. Generate the zip. Okay. Crack a password of a certain length. Supplying the initial password. Crack a password with a dictionary. Okay. Oh. Okay, so U, what was the U part? I don't remember. D, P, file.zip.
So U is use unzip to weed out wrong passwords.
Can try that.
And then what was the other one? P, use the string as the initial password file.
Get out of here. Okay. F, zip, U, and then what? D? Should I just do it just like they're doing it?
Minus P, and then the path to the word list.
Passwords. And
it gives you no indication of progress. Where's the for verbose?
Was there a?
Let's see. There is a be more verbose.
V? Okay.
Minus V.
Let's do that just in case. Oh, here we go. Yep, just like I did with Derb. Brought this thing to its knees. Well, folks, well, just see if I'm. What is this thing to do in times like this? Do a top. See if it's absolutely burned in. Okay, well, I'm not sure. I can't stop it now. Once it started, and I shouldn't have done this, but I did. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's try that. Hit enough.
If you hit it enough.
Found file.
Not a terrible amount of information.
That's not real.
Not as verbose as we're expecting.
No. And sorry, what did you tell me that the P meant initial password string. Use string as initial password or file.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either. That. Oh, okay. So it's. I would hope that super slow refresh rate is more than one check per.
78 years to complete.
Yeah. All right. Well, that might be where we just need to conclude for today. I think we made some good.
We got one flag.
Yep.
Found the zip file.
Yep.
Found the directory.
And I might have just completely. Oh, all right. You know what? I'm curious. Okay, Bev C2. Let me just do this really quick. I probably shouldn't like muck with stuff. I wanted to do a grep I think that is for like exact match or something like that. And crunch. Oh, what's the is it? Can you do that to see which line something is on? No, that doesn't work. Is there a grep with line match? You know what I mean? Where it would tell me.
Yeah. What is that?
Because I don't want to try to nano this. I think that'll be
right.
Grep flips with line match, something like that.
Yeah, and you can tell how many lines you want of plus and minus, but.
And grep W foobar. I don't think that's it. Was it crunch? That's what it is. Okay, and make sure somebody didn't just type it. Okay. Well, we know at least it's churning. It might be one guess per minute
per year.
But I would like to think if we did, because we did Bev, and then what was it? Uppercase. Is that what it was? Like uppercase. Bev plus one uppercase. If it went in any sort of order, right? If we're on the E's, I think that would tell us two numbers, two lowercase, a symbol, and 1995. Okay. Yeah, I think that would tell us maybe we're, I don't know, A, B, C, D, E. Fit. Yeah, we're 5 numbers or uppercase letters in of the alphabet. So we've got, we've got a ways to go. It could go. All right. Well, any closing thoughts, Joe, for today about hacking, about 4th of July, about your weekend plans that you want to share?
Well, no, but talk about the sponsor. So every time I see that, I'm like, ooh, I love that. I love that a lot. And who was the sponsor today, Brian?
That was safepass.me. I had to think about it
Yeah,
for a
I just
second.
every time I see that advertisement, I just wanted to say, I love SafePass.me. It's awesome. They're not paying me to say this. They may be paying Brian, but they're not paying me. So um, use it a lot and like it. But anyways, let's wrap up on where we are on Mr. Tommy Boy.
Okay, so I think what? Oh, hey,
Wait, Pastor
wait a
Pound.
minute, wait a minute. We
I know
got
if we
it.
wasted enough time to come up.
We did waste enough time. Do you still have a few more minutes? Do you want to just inch
Yeah,
forward a
let's
little
do
bit
it.
more? Because I was just about to I was just about to say where was this? Oh, that's okay. That's to the zip. Okay, gotcha. See, that's how slow my wheels turn. Okay, so where was that Kraken? So the Kraken was here. Da, 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 da. Copy that guy. Head over here to Tom's passwords. Extract two. Right there is fine. Paste it in. Oh, 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 that makes me happy. All right, Tommy Boy, and what was that called? Just passwords? Passwords.
Now it's like
Whoops.
Big Tom didn't have some funny name that we thought was the password.
Uh, oh, I see.
Passwords. It's a folder right
Oh,
there.
all right. It gave it its own thing. Okay, let's go there. Oh, look at this. Let's see.
Lots of
Can I?
passwords. It's a vault, Brian. It's
It's
a password vault.
basically a password vault. Yeah. Okay. So Sandusky banking site username Big Tommy C. Password money. Okay.
Money.
The not wedding site Tom C. Password wedding. Good. Good. Callahan Auto Server Big Tommy Senior. Password fat guy in a little coat.
That guy in a little
Oh.
coat.
Um. After the fat guy in a little coat part, there are some numbers. Oh, of this password, there are some numbers, but I don't remember what they are. However, I wrote myself a draft on the company blog with that information. Okay. Username Big Tom. Password. Okay. Whenever I ask Nick what the password is, he starts singing the famous Queen song. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. So that's to get into the auto server, and then in the blog. Okay. Username Big Tom. I think. The password is he starts. Um, so that is a reference to Rock You for sure. He
Yeah,
starts singing the famous Queen song. Okay, so that's a good place to leave off. I think there's two parts here. I think getting into I guess the auto server web portal um, with Fat Guy in Little Coat plus numbers. We need to know what the numbers are. The only way we can get the numbers is getting a draft on the company blog, which we've already visited at just regular 80. Oop, okay.
probably not the admin portal, right? So,
But not the, yeah, right. So then it would be figuring out um, wherever the admin portal is, getting in that way. One bit of information should lead to the other, I think.
yeah,
So,
yep.
okay. Well, we came, we saw, um, we got one flag. Oh, goodness. Let me make sure. Did I go ahead and close those notes wherever I left those? I don't know. Maybe it's in one of those windows. See, that's totally a pen test thing for me to do too. Is like look at two browsers, 18 a text
Yeah.
editor, yeah, that drives me absolutely crazy. But I did it to myself, so I can't be mad. All right, well, thanks, Joe. Let's see. Any other questions or anything? Oh, our friend Shayna stopped by. Hello, Shayna, and I think we said hello to everybody else. So, all right. Well, if you're up for it, Joe, we'll do this again sometime
We got to keep going. We got to keep
and
going.
see if we can't. Because I mean, we're losing sales by the moment here. Joe, with
Yeah.
things just being down.
Callahan Auto has been down for 2 weeks now,
2 weeks,
Brian.
no brake pad orders. Yep, but but they paid the they paid the marketing website or the order website bill, so that's still up.
Yeah.
But all right, well, thanks so much, Joe, and everybody. That was really fun, and we'll catch you next time we do this.
Sounds
All
good.
right, we'll see everybody.
Bye.
You've been watching or listening to 7 Minute Security, a weekly podcast focused on pen testing, blue teaming, and building a career in security. For more episodes like this, visit 7ms.us. And for information about our consulting services, visit 7minsec.com.